All right. Good evening, everyone. How y'all doing? I know it's been a while since you all have seen me or heard from me. Been kind of going through some health stuff, but I've got it all straightened out, and I've been restructuring one of my businesses to launch here on November the 1st. If you notice, I got a new pair of eyes here. I had to have laser surgery on my eyes, and apparently I need a hearing aid because I'm tone deaf, pretty much in both my ears. So, that's probably why I can't sing. Okay, but anyway, look, I want to introduce myself. Just about everybody knows me. My name is Calvin Butler, and I'm an entrepreneur. And years ago, I was a mortgage broker. I was in the mortgage industry back in the late '90s and early 2000s when the mortgage industry was booming. And then, of course, there was a collapse in 2007, and it kind of ruined everything for all the mortgage brokers and loan originators and things like that. Well, since then, I have been doing commercial um, um, you know, loans through various lenders that I'm partnered with who are in my portfolio that I send deals to, and they get them processed and and get them approved. And and I get a nice little commission on that. Some commissions are bigger than others, but it's a lucrative industry. But I've always been trying to get back into the residential mortgages, and I am happy and delighted and elated and just really happy to announce that my company, First Choice Financial Incorporated, is now going to be able to originate residential mortgages. Okay, so starting November the 1st, we will officially be online and ready to go live with residential mortgages. Now, um, we're also going to have something different or something that a lot of people don't really know about. It's not different. It's been around for a while. But we also have combined with the regular conventional type mortgages, we also have something called a non-QM mortgage. Now, a lot of you probably are wondering, saying, well, okay, well, Calvin, what is a non-QM mortgage? Okay, a non-QM mortgage is basically it's an alternative income mortgage. It's similar to the no doc loans and things like that, but it's better because you can get a mortgage with some pretty good rates. But if you can't prove your income through tax returns, this particular product allows you to use your bank statements, income investment, statements and things like that to prove your income so you can get that loan. Um, it's great for people who have side hustles, people who are 1099 employees, people who know how to shelter their income from taxes by putting them into investment platforms and things like that. Because as you know, any money that's held in any type of investment platform, Robinhood, Acorns, a lot of the crypto stuff, anything that's held in any type of investment platform, it is non-taxable. It's not, you don't have to you're not taxed on it until you actually pull that money out. Okay. So, and this is how a lot of, wealthy people, millionaires, big businesses, how they, when you hear say wealthy people don't pay taxes, well, they don't. Wealthy people don't pay taxes because they understand and know how to shelter their money legally. So if you're in a situation where you're a side hustler and you're making a lot of your money on side gigs and things like that, or if you're making your money through a 1099 type of deal where you have some type of sales or something like that, and you don't really file taxes on a lot of that money, then you would be able to get a mortgage, a regular mortgage, using our non-QM product, okay, which allows you to be able to prove your income with bank statements instead of the last 2 or 3 years tax returns, which every conventional mortgage requires you to do. But with a non-QM mortgage, you can just show your bank statements, or you can show your investment capital, or your investment fund, or things like that. So you can also use property if you own a lot of investment properties, or if you have assets, you can use your assets to verify your income and verify your revenue and your worth and stuff like that. So, but I'm just excited that we are now able to do all types of mortgage services. We are full service mortgage provider. Everything from residential mortgages, non-QM mortgages, business loans, real estate investment loans, including residential real estate investment loans, um, SBA loans, small business loans, and even startup loans. Even if you are starting up a business, you can now do so. We can get you approved for startup loans if you meet the criteria. Okay. So if you want to reach out to me or any of our mortgage professionals, I've listed them on Facebook. Let me share my screen real quick and show you some stuff that we have here on Facebook. There we go. This is my Linktree site, my Linktree business site, where you can go and you can access all of our mortgage services. You can access all of our lenders and apply to them directly instead of coming through us. The only one on here that you can't go to directly is the residential mortgages. So if you want to do a residential mortgage, you have to contact us and we have to take your information, do the 1003, and then we submit it to the lenders for pricing, and then we can give you some pricing options on what you can get and what your payments are and your rates and things like that. So those things you have to actually contact us for us to be able to actually work on your loan. Okay, but everything else, all of the commercial real estate and the business loans and everything like that, you can actually access it right here from our Linktree business site. Here we have here for our this is our option that shows you all of the mortgages that we have. If you click on this, it'll take you over and it will show you our First Choice Financial. That's me, Calvin Butler, has my number up there and everything. And you can access, the startup funding. You can access the revenue financing. And startup funding, they will loan up to between 50 and 500,000 at 0% interest funding. Revenue financing, up to 5 million in under 24 hours. Real estate financing, 100,000 to 50 million plus in real estate financing. You can also become a referral partner and be one of our loan officers and one of our originators and one of our mortgage professionals. And SBA financing, 500,000 to 5 million. And just to give you a look at how this looks, when you click on it, it takes you right over to the area where you can submit, gives you all the information on all the different real estate products and stuff that we have. And then when you want to apply, you can simply just click here on apply now, and it will take you over to the area where you can submit your application. And to get started, it's really like a one-page application form that you have here. Okay, you submit that, and once you submit it, a lender rep will then contact you and go over some of the stuff and some of the documents that you're going to need to send in, and you send those documents in, and they normally can get you approved within a few hours, within the same day. I mean, really, they can. I mean, all of the lenders that we work with can probably get you an approval within the same day, with the exception of the residential mortgage. It takes a little bit longer because they have to price your loan and have all your documents in before they can even start reviewing it and underwriting. But even that is only going to take, a couple of days to find out, what you're approved for and what your monthly payments would be and your rate and your term and all that type of stuff. And with the residential mortgage, we can usually get those to closing within 2 to 3 weeks. You can probably get to closing once you got your final approval. But all the other stuff, especially all of the commercial stuff, you can literally get approved within a few hours and then get funding within a day to 7 days. We've had some people that got funded literally within a day. The next day, they got approved, and the next day they closed and got funded and had their money. So things have changed since I was in residential mortgages, years ago, back in the late 90s. But technology is one of the things that has changed, which allows things to happen faster, more efficiently, and so that's a lot better now. Okay, but that is one of our links there. Also you can come down here. You can submit for your startup business loan. You click that, it takes you right over to the application page. The SBA loans, 500,000 to 5 million. The revenue based funding, you can click right there and then take you right over that. If you want to do some type of business financing like lines of credit, credit card stacking, equipment financing, and things like that, you would access either Rock or our Cardiff business partner, uh, our lending partner. If you click on it, it takes you right over to it, and you can actually do everything from our Linktree business site. I mean, seriously, you can submit your applications, for funding and get approved, and they can notify you when your closing is and get your funding and have your check in your hand, within a day or so. It really is just that simple. So anyway, I'm excited. And of course, our Facebook page, First Choice Financial, is our Facebook page at facebook.com/FCFCINC. That's facebook.com/FCFCINC. So if you go there, you can access our Facebook page where we have updates on all of our products and videos and things like that that kind of tells you about the different types of products and things you can get done through First Choice Financial. And of course, we have our mortgage broker correspondent agreement, which we just executed and signed today, which allows us to do residential mortgages. We can originate mortgages now. So you can view that there and everything also too. Look, everybody, I am so pleased. Let me stop this share here. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out how you stop share. There we go. Stop share. There we go. Look, everybody, I am so pleased to be able to bring these services to the general public and everyone once again. If you are interested in becoming a mortgage professional, you know, if you want to just be a referral agent, if you want to actually come and work for First Choice Financial as a mortgage professional and get paid, by basis points and the points that's charged to the loan, which is very lucrative, by the way. If you want to do that, contact me. You just give me a call, 850-933-4632, or you can shoot me an email, fcfinancial@ymail.com. That's fcfinancial@ymail.com. Or you can contact me on Facebook and shoot me a message on Facebook or something like that, and just let me know. Say, hey, Calvin, I'm interested in the opportunity to be a mortgage professional, and we'll get you on and up to date and trained and ready to go. So I thank you all. I appreciate y'all. I look forward to helping, assisting a lot of you with with your mortgages. And by the way, we can do residential mortgages in 40 states. I have to find out which ones we can't do them in. I think is Alaska and Hawaii, I think, and a couple of others. But we can do mortgages in 40 states on the residential side, and I believe we can do all 50 states when it comes to the commercial and real estate in the commercial real estate loans and mortgages. Thank you. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye, everybody.